I'll tell you that. Well, the police were over here the other day, and this guy had a folder. Had a folder on it. And while he was talking, while I was talking to my wife, happened to look over his shoulder, and he had a picture of a 19-year-old afro in there. Now, I wonder who the hell that was there, Francis Grant. Oh, yeah? Now, this guy, I tell you, he's an old ham. This guy's an old ham. In 1980, he was a novice. Last year, he was a novice. He just got himself a general here. Well, he's not in the 80 call book. So you can see this guy's really been on the band a long time. They're cleaning this stuff up. They're cleaning this track up here once in a while. I get some of these cuckoos the hell off the band. Every once in a while, somebody sucks around here, gets on and makes some stupid-ass remark. No call, of course. But they do it in the interest of saving amateur radio there, Francis. Now, the fact that they break 3 or 4 regulations when they do this, it doesn't mean anything because, you know, they're doing it for the amateur fraternity, Glenn. Well, I told you this before. You know, you find a sickie to come on and put all this trash on you. Now, these Johnny come ladies on the band to start with. They get out here, and they get grief and envy with somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. Now, that's not a compliance operator, or that has some experience in electronics or other things. They don't really need a reason. They can make one up. Silver Creek, New York up there. Man, you can't get within 10 kcs of that bomb. He's going to enhance the state of the art there, Francis Grant. Well, I don't know, Fran. I could tell you a few things. I think Jerry could probably brief you while you're up there to him. Ask him about some of this stuff. I don't want to discuss it now anyway. I was going to. I'd like to tell you what the hell I really think. I don't believe that's where the problem is by any means. Act like a bunch of Keystone cops that grab the real sickos and get them the hell off the band. And I'm talking about the guys that don't have any calls. These are the ones that are putting all this trash on. But I'm going to tell you this, Francis, and I say this in all sincerity without any reservation, that this hobby is on its way down. I mean, it's not on its way down, it's going. You saw what the hell the CB bands, they've come and gone. And then they're moving the hell out of there, and they're bringing all their habits down in here. That geek in Silver Creek is a shining example of this. He was on a CB band for 19 years. He gets on the band, and he starts that goody two-shoe. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Avante, right, Avante, that's Italian. That's Italian, Avante is Italian. Adelante is Spanish, go. Adelante, oui, Adelante, go ahead. Il dit qu'il veut t'enseigner une autre langue. Tu veux pas apprendre la langue de l'idée, n'est-ce pas, arrivé? Get the hell out of here. This sounds like a Chinese party drill to me. WB1 to DX6. Go ahead, Francis. Oh, God. Yeah, I think I'm going to pull a switch here. I'll catch Jerry a little later on 75. So you enjoy, take care, and have a good one. And watch out for the lightning strokes, Roy. They didn't treat him fairly. He was not, now get this, he was not treated fairly at his trial. Do you believe that this guy, this kid, that he turned around and raked him over with his bicycle, do you think he got a fair deal, Pico? No, I've got 2 niggers. I got 2 big butt niggers, and I've got him just about located. And they're going to beat this nigger to a parade rest. They're going to beat, he's going to have a tooth in his head. I've got a contract out on that bum, and they're going to beat the hell out of him, bud. Go. Sometimes when they drive off into your sunset, and you get rid of all your major problems. Oh, the chief troublemakers are, now get this, WA1ZOW, KA1AQ, WB2IDP, WA4MYJ, KA1DZN, N1BJ, WA1WXD, WA1YWK, KA1AWY, N6NE, AA1H, K1EB, WA1GBQ, and K1DQB. In fact, many of these hams can be heard on 3.965, actually boasting about their jamming accomplishment as well as planning future action. Furthermore, I believe that WA1ZOW received 3 citations from the FCC last April. Despite them, he is still able to create Amen. To categorize this as simply unbelievable is a gross understatement. And he goes on and on and on. But did you see anything about W1GM and K4MME and there you go? That I was using there, you know, and all this other jazz. And come to find out, it was on the 23rd of December in 1980, and at the time that he heard all this filthy language about, well, I won't even repeat some of the stuff he's got on this letter here. I was not even in town. Go ahead. Bohem. B-O-H-M-E. Bohem. But anyway, at the time that this went on, and the frequency was, I'll give you the frequency. How do you work there, Jerry? It's in the general section of the 15-meter band. Why the hell should I work at 21,352 when I can work in the extra class section of the band, right? This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is absolutely, I'll tell you this, you know, a first year apprentice law student could compile a conspiracy against these people, man. And you think it's on frequency. My old buddy, the black bongo banger. You know, there's several letters in there. They said that I get on the frequency and I call a nigger a nigger. If these guys had to sit down here in Pensacola and listen to that Afro make some of the sickening, piggish remarks that he makes, you know, I think the word nigger would creep into their vocabulary, even if it was the Lord himself. There you go. I want to tell you something else. That there's a couple of letters in there that specifically state about profanity. And on the word profanity, it is covered under the First Amendment, you know, and they cannot prosecute you for it. Did you know that, guy? I'll want to tell you that, Pasquinel. The big thing is everything is profane. Everything that I have said or ever done has been profane. And they honestly believe that actually, if they could kick you and I off the band, that it would solve, it's a cure for cancer, Jerry. Go ahead. Yes, I can, Doc. Indubitably. You know, this really makes me laugh. When I used to hear this bum down in Boynton Beach talk to this KD4AM, and they're talking about the big buddies. In the meantime, this guy is writing letters to the FCC saying that he's a jackass. Go ahead. Surprised who monitors this frequency and how often they're docked. Go ahead. So that the FCC is got into consideration now about the fact that the Maritime Mobile monopolizing that frequency 24 hours a day is creating so much havoc with so many other guys on the band and animosities that they're trying to come out with a ruling as to whether they can kick them the hell out of there. Did you know that? Almost about it up there, Eddie. This frequency where I'm on, you know, I glued. Did you know that, Grant? Yeah, well, for any monitoring station that's listening, the nigger, the black bongo banger back on frequency, better known as the nigger, the Mayday Kid is on back doing business at the same old stand. Turn your antenna there, you got him. Go ahead, Jerry. And it was given to that collection station up there in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And they were turned in, and every damn one of them was turned down, thrown away, Jerry, because it wasn't a damn bit of information on it that was incriminating. But then, of course, the letters, they just file anyway, even though there's nothing but a bunch of garbage, correct? And a little GRM here, Doc. Apparently some of these guys don't like the letters I've been reading. To tell the FCC that if they did not shape up and get me and W1GM off the air, that he was going to turn around and run some articles in Newsweek. Now, you know, when they turn around and absolutely even tried to intimidate the Federal Communications Commission, can you imagine what the hell lengths they'll go to get a guy like Jerry and I off the air, Doc? Go. They just shoot for to run phone batches, Doc. And they're always talking about the military. The military are known as the Military Amateur Radio Service, and I ran traffic for 3 years, and I ran more than 2,000 packets, but I didn't clear up the damn bands. There are frequencies assigned for this, Doc, and that's what the hell I used was the frequencies assigned to this. I didn't come up here to try to deprive some poor clown out of 200 cycles up here when the damn bands are already over-congested, when you've got frequencies allotted out of the bands to the Military Amateur Radio Service where this damn stuff is supposed to be run, Doc. Oh, on you. And then the backstabbing bum of Boynton Beach, he tells me on here tomorrow. I got some more for him there, Doc. Oh, from New York, that big puss-cutted Irishman, Monahan. You ever see him on TV, Glenn? Am I? Yeah, I think I got one in there from him. Got one from him? I'll read you this as we go. Well, this will play like a soap opera, here you go. No way on. Did you know that they picked up that little nigger there? Of course, he's out on the band, and this guy is a diehard. He don't believe that they're going to get that nigger and really do something to him, Francis. I mean, Glenn, the one that I was telling you about when you were down here. Did you know that? He was a novice in 1980, and boy, he's got a general class ticket now. I don't know for how long, but they picked him up for this May Day and the whole 9 yards, Greg. Name whatever you want. If you need it, just let me know, and I'll give it to you, Greg. If you're listening, Francis Francis up there in Maine says he missed you and all that sort of stuff, and to give you a big kiss on them little lips. How's that, Francis, Grant? The little bear, I call him the little, I stole this from your buddy up there in Maine, but I call him the little black bongo bagger, Grant. Francis says, good night, Blackie. How's that, Franco? To buy too much stuff. I don't think he's going to have to buy too much stuff. I'll tell you this. I think this guy here is, he's going to give us a swan song for too long there, but that's the name of the tune. They don't hang that jackass. I'll tell you this, they'll tune up. I'll give me and Jerry a medal, go. You still there? J'ai écrit à François. J'ai écrit à David. David, cet matin-là, puis j'ai envoyé toute l'information qu'il veut. C'est parti, arrivé. C'est très bien. Si je te demande demain soir, certainement, lundi soir, certainement, je vais t'appeler. Si c'est pas seulement pour 5 minutes de radio, comprends-tu? OK. Ça prend ton temps, Dugarou. Je suis heureux ce soir-là. Je suis K4MME. Glenn, if you're still there, thanks for standing by. Go. All about, several things and all that sort of stuff. It makes it a lot easier to put it out here over the radio. Some can understand, some can't. Who the hell cares? Because it's not that confidential, Grant. It's a bunch of kids in a sandbox. Somebody pee-peed their pants, and everybody's going to point, look it up, Grant. He knows or what the hell ever they do, Dan. 73 and I'll see ya. And 388ZK4MME. K3OXCK4MME. Go ahead, Jimbo. J'ai monté à 45 pour essayer à te pogner cet matin, mais t'étais pas là. Puis après ça, j'ai descendu ici, puis j'ai parlé avec Dapper Dan, et puis après ça, François, il est rentré ici, là, pour une petite discussion, puis il me disant qu'il faut que tu travailles aujourd'hui, parce que ton beau-fils avait son ménage, et puis tu travaillais avec le ménage de New Holland avec ton beau-fils, là, parce que je comprends ça. Puis j'ai dit, si tu rencontreras, dis-lui à lui que je m'en vais ici ce soir, là. On n'a pas de nouvelles partout ici, j'ai reçu ta lettre dans la poste aujourd'hui, je suis arrivé. Beau-fils est arrivé hier. Stand by, Jim. J'ai parlé à mon beau-fils, il est arrivé hier, là, Gérard, hier après-midi, et puis mon fils est ici, il est resté ici avec moi hier soir, et puis mon beau-fils, il était ici pour à peu près 2 heures, il est parti, lui, puis ma petite fille, et puis la petite, et puis on restait à la maison de sa mère, là, pour hier soir, et puis aujourd'hui, et puis ils vont venir, puis Vivi, ici, là, I'm trying to tell you. Et puis je m'en vais les montrer. Oh, the sick is one over here has been picking his nose, eating his snot. I think he defecates in his pants and really having himself a ball. The only thing is he's running about an S2. Oh, Jesus. You know, if this wasn't so monotonous to entertain a bunch of perverted sickies every night, you know, it would become hilarious. I could just figure this guy's sitting here with his diaper on, Jericho, eating the nose pickers and the manure eaters when I could spend my time with him, their friend. The present company excluded. It gives me great pleasure. Because if what they said in some of these letters, they have to mark Charlie's been monitoring this stuff, and I can tell you this, anybody in his right mind that can't see that we are being molested by a bunch of cockroaches of which belong to the American Mobile, then I'll tell you this, mister, there's no hope for Jesus.